Hello, peoples. It's your boy Cam from the Villain Sports Media Network, man. Another episode of the basketball show, man. Last episode, we broke down the most important storylines, or the important storylines to me, anyway. We are looking to grow this channel, man. Got a lot of great podcasters, got a lot of content for you to choose from on the respective channels. We look forward to continuing to grow, and we're gonna continue to do that. But we need your support, man. So if you're watching this, do me a favor and follow and like the channel, man. That's all. Like the video. That's it. Not asking for nothing else but that. Help us grow, man, and we'll keep going. So in today's video, man, we are going to discuss. Let's get that out of the way. Let's go. All right, we're going to discuss the top 10 point guards heading into the season, right? This is a tough thing to talk about, right? Because there are so many great point guards, so many. The guard play is crazy in the league, man. Even the combo guards are crazy, you know. But for the most part, we're just gonna stick to point guards in the NBA, right? Um, like I said, the guard play is crazy. You got the old heads, like Steph, and you got the newcomers, man, like Cade Cunningham, guys that are really going to show out and start to, carve out a niche in this league, man. Got guys that, we forget about. John Morant, like, we forget about him. I ain't forget though, but we're going to see, man. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right. So let's get into some honorable mentions, man. People that just missed the cut for me. But nonetheless, these are great players, right? So I love me some Jamal Murray. We'll start there. Guy is a certified bucket, man. Um, the pick and roll he has with Joker is just ridiculous. Like seem like they play at the same pace, honestly. And he is not in my top 10 just because I'd say he's not the main course meal in terms of how they get offense. But nonetheless, he's still on anybody's list could be top 10. But there's no doubt in my mind that he's top 15, in my opinion. So no disrespect, just missed out on the cut, man. Darius Garland, man, I like his game a whole lot. He's smooth. Um, Seems like he's never rushing to make the offense go. They usually take the best option, and I like him. I like him, man. Just outside the top 10, though. All right, then we got Cade Cunningham, right? A lot has been said about the Pistons season. They were absolutely horrible last season. And I think there's a report he wanted to trade at one point. But I think coming into this season, they just need to get a ball to him, run the offense through him, and let him ball out. Um, I personally love his size, man. 6'6" point guard with like crazy wingspan. Like, yo, dude is a baller. You know, like you can't stick no point guard on him, even though point guard's a lot taller now. But anybody who's shorter than him is gonna have a hard day, especially if they put him in a post. So, but I think to help his career and to make him into a top 10 point guard, which I think he has a chance to do, even on a bad team, is to give him the ball in the post, right? Even though that's not the offense typically these days, but let the offense run through him. That's all you gotta do. Let him be the primary decision maker for the offense, man. Because he's really good, he's really smart, he's athletic. Just let him do his thing, man. Y'all can't be much worse. So you might as well just let him grow. Let him make mistakes, but at his own pace, you know? I think that's the best way to go, man. That's all I'm saying. And then we got Tyrese Maxey, man. I think just got paid, so congratulations to him. Um, he's just outside my top 10 simply because I want to see what he does this year. Last year, I think he's All Star, like 25 plus points a game, really good. But the addition of Paul George, right? How does that hurt his scoring? Because it's another person that got to get the ball, you know? And Paul George can't play off the ball, but he's still going to have to get his touches. How much does that decrease the scoring, right? It makes the Sixers a playoff team at least, right? Um, but what is he going to do with another mouth to feed, right? Does he begin to um, facilitate more than score, which is what he does? He's a bucket getter. That's why he's not in my top 10 because I want to see what his numbers look like and what their success is, honestly. Because Embiid's got to eat, right? They got a lot of dudes on the team that got to eat, man. So, but nonetheless, he's still right there, top 10, regardless of how you slice it, man. So, all right, let's get into the list, man. All right, so number 10 on my list of top 10 point guards in the NBA is Ja Morant. Last season was tumultuous at best. Obviously had the suspension and then got hurt. So you only got a small sample size of what he really could do. But in that small sample size, you see the numbers 25, almost 6 and 8, right? So he's still good, right? A lot of people, kind of I guess cast him off as not very good or a troublesome guy. I don't think so. I think he has a chance to really just right all the wrongs. Love his shoe commercial though. Um, love it. It's really awesome. I guess showing his growth as a man and a family man through all of this. So I just want to see him come out the other side a better ball player, better person, better man, and it seems like he's on that path, man. I ain't forget who he was before all of this, and the man was really good. So I ain't I ain't forget. So he's number 10, and I expect a big season from him and the Grizzlies. Let's see his thing go. All right, next on my list, LaMelo Ball, another guy with a small sample size last season, man. But the offense goes through him in Charlotte, and I love that because his ability to rebound and just start the break is awesome. You know, he can pull up from anywhere. You already know he's a bucket. We've been knowing that since he was in high school, right? But the game seems to be slowing down for him, and all you gotta do is stay healthy, man. It's crazy that he had some injuries, and then Lonzo Ball had some injuries as well. But I think LaMelo specifically, if he stays healthy, the Hornets are gonna be good, right? It's crazy. Michael Jordan leaves, and this is the best draft pick he's ever had, in my opinion. But nonetheless, him, um, I forget the small forward's name. He went like number 2 from Alabama. I can't believe I forgot his name, man. But those two guys are gonna be really good. Ball and that guy are gonna be good. All right. Um, looks interesting to see, how he looks as the season goes on. But I'm excited for the Hornets, man, because LaMelo Ball is there. But he's number 9 on the list. I like his game. So he's number 9. And like I said, you can put him off and put Maxi there, Garland there. But in my opinion, he's a top 10 point guard, man. As long as he stays healthy, which is everybody's case. Let's see who's next. All right. Swiper, no swiping, right? De'Aaron Fox. Let's see. This guy has been criminally underrated for his whole career. Whole career, right? And I think it's just because he's stuck in Sacramento, right? But from the jump till now, they have given him the ball and let him run the show, right? And it seems to be doing good, man. Last season he was he was durable, available all the time, right? In baseball terms, he posted every game. 74 games in today's climate is really good. Obviously, you want to play all 82, but hey, man, it just happens, right? But the fact that he averaged 26, 4, and 5, right? It's crazy work, right? Crazy work. You already know De'Aaron Fox is fast. So the fact that they got DeMar DeRozan, I think it's gonna make things I wouldn't say slow things down because he is a certified bucket, right? But I think if they chose to speed it up, I think it could help as well. Because, if you speed it up and DeMar DeRozan gets open in that mid range, it's gonna be wet, you know? Then you got Sabonis down there, can keep possessions going. So the Kings have a good team, man. So kind of like Maxi in a sense, because DeRozan is another mouth to feed. I expect the scoring to go down, but the assist to go up because you got some people that are gonna make shots for you. So I'm excited to see what Fox can do because I think he with a playoff run, he is ascending into a top 5 category, man, because he can score with the best of them. He's faster than everybody, so he can cook off the dribble, on the ball, off the ball. Doesn't matter. He can do it all. So he's trending upward, in my opinion. But a good season this year, he might be in that top 5. Let's see who's next, man. All right, man. So Trae Young played more than half the games, I believe. So 54, that's good. We need obviously more availability from him, but nonetheless, he's a playmaker. He can score, right? He is everything you want in a point guard, except on defense. That's the thing. But he's a small stature guy, right? That's just what it is. When you're small like that, they're gonna take advantage of you defensively, right? But at the same time, man, you can't do nothing with him on offense, right? I think the most important thing for him to do this season is take better shots, you know? But nonetheless, he can make those bad shot selections as well. So, what do you do? But he's number 7 on the list. Only because of his defense. Only because of defense. That's it. But coming into this season, I think he has to really get back to what Trae Young was before DeJounte Murray was there, right? Because he's gonna have to tailor the load, He's gonna have to do that. Because believe it or not, DeJounte is one of the best players in the league, right? Specifically on defense. So you're gonna have to do that. So I expect his scoring to go up this season. And he could be fighting for top 5 status as well. But he has to be available. That's one. And then 2, You gotta get some defense a little bit. Gotta get that better because if you don't, everybody can score, but you can't win if you giving up a lot of points too. But nonetheless, I expect his scoring to go up. I expect the assists maybe to go down because he's gonna have to do a lot, man. I think he might go back to Steph Curry of the East this year, and that's dangerous, dangerous. But nonetheless, let's see who's number 6, man. God damn, this thing taking forever, bro. All right, Tyrese Halliburton is number 6 in my opinion, right? Um, Otherworldly passer, right? Like he brings me great joy to watch him play the game, right? He can score when he needs to, but he's all about the team, man. Getting the ball to his teammates, man, letting them do their thing, right? But don't get it twisted. He can put up some points, man. But he's number 6 on the list, man. And I expect him to be top 5 by the end of the season, man. He has his game is so smooth. Like he doesn't seem like he's moving too slow or too fast, man. And the Pacers are a great team, man. They got a good squad. And they got a taste of that playoffs, man. That Pacers Knicks series was peak basketball for me. Uh so I expect him to be really good this season, man. Just pick up where he left off last season. So he went to the USA team as well. So he should come in this season with a lot of confidence and be like, I'm the guy. And we'll see. We'll see. But I'm excited to see what he can do this season. Very, very intrigued about the Pacers. But let's see who's next. Start this top 5, man. Yeah, this shit moves slow as hell. All right. All right, man. So Jalen Brunson is number 5 for me because I love the way he scores the basketball, right? Dude is a beast at putting it in the basket. Okay. And with Julius Randle leaving, the floor should open up a little bit for him to do some damage. As I said in my last video, Carl Anthony Towns is on that team, and Carl Anthony Towns might be in the paint, but on certain plays, he can pop out to mid range, and guess what? The lane opens up. So I expect him to be a 30-point scorer, or at least even closer to it this season, right? He's gonna have a lot of chances to score. He's gonna have a lot of chances to distribute as well. And the Knicks are excited, man. The Knicks are excited, man. And I don't know what my picks would be for the playoffs yet, but he should definitely be up there. Let's just say that. But number 5 is Jalen Brunson. Gonna be a good season for the Knicks. The East is gonna be tough, tough. God damn. Gotta shorten this video next time. All right, so you might be saying, Cam, you bugging. Why is Damian Lillard number 4? Well, because he's really good. That's why. Damian Lillard was thrust into a situation where he wasn't the man on the team anymore. You know, now he had to do more of a traditional point guard because if you know, Damian Lillard's been the option, the number 1 option, and now the number 1 option is Giannis, right? And when you join in a new team, new job, whatever, you have to get acclimated, right? Everybody has to do that when you start something new. I think this season is going to be wonderful. We're going to get a lot of old Dame back, even though Dame's a little older now, but he still can do his thing. And I think year 2 of Giannis and Dame Lillard is going to look a whole lot better. Almost like Oscar Robinson and Kareem. It's gonna look pretty good this season. And they're gonna be a playoff contender and a title contender too. Because having these two guys on the team, specifically Dame, is gonna help. If Giannis doesn't have it, gets in foul trouble, you can always lean on Dame to get you them buckets, man. Especially down the stretch. So Damian Lillard's number 4 on my list, man. I think he's awesome, and expect everything to increase. And the fact that he was hurt a little bit last season, he still played 73 games. Come on, man. You gotta love that availability, man. That's what I like. If you're available and you show up, I like that. So just a little old school to me. I don't like that load management for real, man. But hey, whatever, man. He posts, he plays, and the Bucks is gonna be in the playoffs, man. So think about those things. All right, we get into this top 3, man. Top 3. Let's see who I got. What y'all think? All right, look, Steph is still a top 3 point guard in the league. Okay, don't care how old he is. Don't care how much he slowed down. The man is a 2-time MVP, Finals MVP, and a 4-time champion. All right. Coming off his USA performance, my man should be more confident than he's ever been. Right. The subtraction of Klay Thompson, although sad, is actually going to be a pretty good thing because even though Stephen Curry is a little long in the tooth right now, the man played 74 games. So he's still available. He's still one of the best. And he's still gonna do his thing. And like I said, without Klay Thompson there, that is a guy that doesn't need all them touches. I expect his scoring to go up, man. Now, for them to win, I think he's got to go 30 points a game. Because like I said, the NBA is so much faster now, right? But he's the best shooter. He's an equalizer on the floor, right? You play bad defense, you're gonna give up a 3. You play bad defense, he's gonna get to the rim. So he's gonna give, everybody else their touches, right? Because he's the point guard at nature. But I think for them to make noise in the West, he's gonna have to score a lot of points this season. And we'll see how many that is. But I do believe he should be in the 28 to 30 range this season because he got a lot of room now. He can cook now, and it's gonna be cool. Now, Draymond is gonna be important as well because obviously, um, I think Draymond is probably the most important player on the Warriors. I think he's been the most important player on the Warriors through this whole entire dynasty they built. Like his screen and roll game is crazy. Like he may not have the jumper or whatever, but he's respectable enough to hit that thing. I mean, he set the screens, he set the picks, have Curry running around, dribble handoffs, all of that. Like seems like their offense, and then he initiates the offense too. He'd bring the ball up the court. Like, come on, man. Draymond Green is important. And I think it's gonna look a lot like the older Warriors, minus um, Klay Thompson, of course. But I think Curry finna go off, man. Not saying he'll be MVP, but damn it, he gonna get some votes. But let's get into the top 2. Y'all should probably know where I'm going with this, but y'all don't know the order. All right. So we got number 2 on the list, Shea Gillis Alexander. All right. So SGA is a beast, flat out. The Thunder rebuild should be studied for years to come. They have the opportunity to get any player they want to fix their team with the draft capital that they have, right? They knew they wanted to rebuild, and they got a great guy to rebuild. Last season, you see the numbers: 75 games played, he posted, and he balled. And I think that might be an understatement. He clowned last season. 30 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Crazy numbers. Crazy work. Crazy work. And I think the Thunder were like the number one seed or something like that. Crazy work. And the team's young as hell. So I expect him to take a step forward this year. I think Chet at the bottom, and in the paint, I mean, is going to be an awesome player this year. He should be an even higher double threat. Um, he's obviously got to get some more meat on his bone, but in this era, it's really not that important because he's a position guy. He's got to get his position, and then he can score a little bit. But I think the fact that you have so much young talent with so much exuberance, this team's gonna be good. This team's gonna be really good, and Shea's gonna be even better. I believe he got cheated out of MVP, but there you go. I think he's gonna be a great player this season, and should be All NBA and All Star lock, in my opinion. Now the question is he gonna up his scoring and then drop the distributing? I don't know. But I think this could be one of the best seasons for a point guard ever, right? In terms of him, anyway. He's gonna be really good. So don't be surprised if the Thunder are in that top 3 seed range and doing their thing again. That team is really good. But number one on the list, you already know who it is, man. You know, it's it's coming up. Damn. It's Luka Doncic, man. If anybody should have got MVP, it was probably Luka Doncic too. The guy, it's awesome, man. What can you say? It hasn't been said about him, but he doesn't really play that much on defense. Okay, you say, oh man, he his pace is slow. He has the ball too much. So coming off a finals appearance, right? Which I was surprised was so lopsided in my opinion. I thought it would have been a little bit better, but it's a confidence thing. Now I think Luka's like, yo, he about to take that next step, to try and get a championship. Like he's been one of the best players in the league since he stepped foot in the NBA. Internationally, he was one of the best players in the world. Now it's not debatable. I mean, almost 34 points, 9 rebounds, almost 10 assists. Man, almost averaged a triple double with the scoring. It's nasty work out here, man. It's nasty work out here. The guy is awesome, man. I love watching him play. But there's no doubt in my mind he's the best point guard right here. And it's surprising because I actually thought he was kind of an off ball guy, like a wing player. But he's the best decision maker. And I love the fact that Kyrie can play off the ball. Like he's such a good shooter that he can just do that. But he can take you off the dribble too, right? That's a crazy combo in the backcourt, man, or front court or backcourt. I gotta look that up. My bad. But nonetheless, crazy combo, man, to have that. Man, look, I enjoy watching him play, and this will be one of the better seasons for him. I expect him to stay the same, man. Like I don't know what you could change about his game. He makes great decisions. He helps in the rebounding, which keeps the offense flowing. He can score the basketball. He's clutch. Like what can you say, man? I don't know what you can add to Luca. He's that damn good, and it's just gonna continue, man. So I look forward to seeing what he can do this season, man. But he's definitely number one. But nonetheless, man, let me know what you think in the comment boxes, man. About the top 10 point guards. Who did I miss? Who would you change? Anything. We love the feedback here, and the algorithm loves it too. So don't forget to like and subscribe on this video, man. Um, Trying new things, man. Busy trying to grow the YouTube channel. So staying consistent seems to be the best way to do it. But nonetheless, I'm Cam. This is the Feeling Sports Media Network basketball show. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.